Hi, welcome to Contemporary Tarot. I'm Madeline. In this behind the scenes session, I am going to give an example of how I utilize the cards in my reading in my life. So this is definitely going to be a behind the scenes and because it's personal. So anyhow, but here we go. So yeah, this is going to be a meandering story. So it's going to end at the Wheel of Fortune reversed, but you got to hang in there. All right. So when I was young, I was a letter writer. And in my day, aside from phones and seeing people in person, letter writing was really the only way you kept in touch with people. And even there were typewriters, still a lot of letters were handwritten. And okay. And also I was into the visual arts, painting, drawing, illustrating. And I was studying it for a while, so put a pin in that. Anyhow, so eventually, like everyone, I moved to keyboarding. And then when email arrived, I was like, oh my God, I felt technology had finally caught up with me. And I loved it. I would email and, long emails. Then email went out, really it did, to texting. So texting is not big enough for me. It just is not enough to contain my thoughts, as my friends well know. So I've been considering going back to writing letters. And then toying with the idea, I realized I don't have a printer here at the cabin. And so if I'm going to write a letter, I have to write a letter. And and I've also, another side of this, I've been reflecting a lot about the digital world as opposed to our physical world and how we are uncoupling more and more from the physical place we're in. I'm going to be doing another video on that and the cards. And things are more automated and not always for the best. Older traditions are being rolled over in the name of progress and speed. And there's AI, of course. All right, so this is all bouncing around my head. I'm going to get to Wheel of Fortune reversed, I promise. My morning reading was 10 of Wands. Upright. Oh, lovely. But I have been stutter stepping sort of with a lot of ideas. There's been a lot in consideration. My best course of action was 4 of Wands reversed. And my purpose was King of Cups reversed. And so this wasn't totally landing with me. It just wasn't hitting. And I was a little frustrated. So when I'm here in the cabin, I take a morning walk, afternoon walk. So I decided to throw down one more card. Just something to meditate on. And I got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So I started my walk and I had a good playlist going. I'm going to share that at the end. And that's when the Wheel of Fortune reversed hit me. It was telling me to go back to the old cycle, turn the wheel around, steer not forward, but backward, rewind to my past of plenty, kind of turn back time to that old tradition, that old thing I used to do. So unpacking this more, I looked at the 4 of Wands reversed. First off, that there's a little upheaval in my personal life, nothing big, but it referred to that. But I thought it also suddenly, it was like my family life, my youth, but in the past, reversed. And then the King of Cups reversed, figuring out my creative impulses, writing, drawing, and how to integrate them and bring them into focus. All right, here's the pin I put in earlier. There's a YouTube channel called Letters from Mom. And the creator, Christy's mother, Barbara, was an extraordinary writer, illustrator, artist. And she sent these amazing letters to Christy that are text and illustration, and they're stunning. So on her channel, she reads the letters and, and shows the art and the graphics. It's incredible. And she's a professional voiceover actor, so it's also really calming and very ASMR, really nice. And so I decided to add in the tradition of Barbara by combining writing and drawing. And so I'm going to write and weave in illustrating in these letters and envelopes, which I'm writing. I'm going to write. And so it's also, letters keep you connected in a way that isn't digital, but is still personal. So it all really clicked. And here's, I got some of my crazy stuff. It's just been so much fun. Anyhow, so that's a Wheeler reverse. So look back. So that was how I use it in my day. And I'm going to tell you my playlist. I was listening to Sarah Bareilles is always a go-to, Brandi Carlile, Pink, always, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Mercy Gautier's Mercy Now, that song, holy cannoli, really landed with me. What's it, Mary? It's called Mercy Now, really great song. And then Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up, Part 1 is on every one of my favorite playlists. Also Susan Tedeschi, just blowing me away. Okay, that's the playlist. It was a great walk, 31 degrees Fahrenheit, -1 Celsius. It's beautiful up here. I realize, though, you have to be, I think, born far away from the equator and grow up in cold weather to deeply love it. I do. I have many subscribers, though, I know in Brazil, that I want to tell you, don't ever try, because it's you gotta be born into it to really get the beauty, but it really is absolutely gorgeous. And central Wisconsin, I'm telling you. Thanks for visiting. I hope you have a great day. I will see you soon.